are fine with, these beliefs of the Rafida Shia of Iran, the Twelvers, the Ithna Ashariya. And they are quite happy with, the cooperation with Hizbullah. Hizbullah, of course, is a radical political organization founded in South Lebanon. It's been around for several decades. And they are Rafida Shia, Ithna Ashariya. It is like a state within a state of Lebanon. They are autonomous practically. They can do what they want. They have their own militia. They have their own insurgency. They have their own courts. They have everything for themselves. And this operates in South Lebanon. What benefit are they going to bring the people of Sunnah in places like Palestine or anywhere else? There is no benefit to be gained from these people. But Ikhwan al-Muslimeen will help them. Why? Because they've got a goal in mind. Unite the Muslims, gain authority. So, with regard to these people, the unity is only for the sake of getting control, in cementing their own thrones, and to get authority in parliaments anywhere in the world. So Ikhwan al-Muslimeen operate in the UK. And they will try to get their people into parliament, even in the UK. And into the various councils around the country. Because the issue with them is what? Is authority. As long as we can get our foot into the door. So we gather all of the people, because that's the card that they use. You have to understand how they work. What is the plan? What is the big picture with them? So you have organizations such as Green Lane Mosque, Ikhwani organization in essence, right? And you have other similar organizations across the United Kingdom, and they come under different names and different titles, ISB and YMO and YM and so on. And they have, and there are too many to mention. So what do? The idea is that we gather as many people as we can in our mosques and under our banner. So they will gather 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, maybe 100,000. That's why they try to have these huge Eid gatherings, because their Eid gathering, now they will gather funds from the people, and they will keep those people close to themselves, because that's where the power base is, with the people. They don't care about their manhaj or their aqidah, or whether they're Sufi, or whether they're Tablighi, or whether they're Hanafi, or whether they're Ash'ari, whether they're Maturidi. That doesn't matter. Whether you're a Takfiri, whether you're a Khariji, it doesn't matter. Mu'tazili, modernist, wokist, it doesn't matter. As long as you are under their banner. Now that they gathered the people, what's the purpose of gathering them? Now we can start putting our people into the elections, and then we mobilize all of these 20,000, 30,000 in a constituency anywhere, or in a borough, or in a council, and we say, this is our candidate, vote for him. So that candidate is told, we will get our community to vote for you as long as you are our person inside. You are our man or our woman inside the council, our man and woman inside parliament. That's how they work. And you can see this is what they do in the UK. And they're doing the same all over the world. It's the same thing that they're doing. Sometimes when the person they put in power turns rogue and doesn't listen to them, I've got your vote now, get lost, kind of thing. That happens, right? But in essence, the method remains the same. It doesn't change. And they do it in Muslim countries as well. That's why in Muslim countries, those Muslim countries that have parliaments, Ikhwan al-Muslimeen are very active in those countries, trying to subvert the government and try to, get themselves into positions of power. So understand that this is what they're doing. It doesn't, it is control. And they do it everywhere. They do it in Birmingham, they do it in London, they do it in Sheffield, they do it in Leeds and Bradford and Manchester, Glasgow. All of the major cities, they're doing it. Now, the person that they're putting into power may not be an Ikhwani himself, but he knows I'm at their beck and call, because they're the ones who are going to put me in next time. And if the constituency, the number of voters increases, so now then my share will increase, my power will increase. So the power base increases. That's why you find them visiting these mosques. Sometimes it's even a kafir. The kafir knows that these people will vote for me. So they say, all right, come to our mosque and look at our people. So he comes in and he can't believe it. There's 20,000 people. They imagine 20,000 people vote for you. That's the difference between getting voted in or losing. So you got, in a constituency, it is possible that one mosque can muster 20,000 people. and maybe 10,000 of them or 15,000 of them are likely to vote. So now this non-Muslim will come into their mosque and address the people. He'll address the people, and the mosque committee will say to him behind closed doors, this is what we need in our community, meaning in our mosque, for our hizb and our party and our bid'ah. So this is what we want. So we will tell these people to vote for you. What are you saying? So he says, okay, is that it? Khalas, that's it. So they will vote for him. Muslim, kafir, doesn't make any difference. This is the manhaj of Ikhwan Muslimeen. And it has become, widespread. It is something that is insidious in society. Sometimes even the one who's being elected doesn't know, the methodology or the basis from where this is coming. They don't know. So the call to Tawheed, following the Sunnah, abandoning shirk at the graves, and abandoning superstitious practices and innovations and mawlid and so on, this will not bring them agreement. This will not bring them their elections as far as they're concerned, in harmony. All right? So, therefore, meaning that if the people were to come and refute all of these ideologies and all of these falsehoods and all of this hawa and bid'ah and shirk at the graves and superstitions and so on, as far as they can see, well, that's not really going to get us into power. It's not going to unite the Muslims. So what do? They will say, well, furthermore, if we do all of these things, it's not going to bring us closer to the Jews and the Christians or the Rafida or the grave-worshipping Sufi orders. So the Turuq al-Sufiyya, the various parts of Sufism, if you now say, well, this is Tawheed, and this is the Sunnah, and keep away from bid'ah, and Mawlid is bid'ah, and such is haram, and this is what Tawheed is, and this is what it means to follow the Sunnah, and you should follow the path of the Salafus Salih, and the methodology of the Salafus Salih, that's going to alienate the Jews, the Christians, the modernists, the secularists, the wokists. It's going to alienate everyone. It's going to alienate the Rafida, the grave worshippers. We're going to say, look at these people. We can't work with them. So they come with a principle. So this is all based upon the principle of the founder of the sect. And he is Hassan al-Banna, who said, let us cooperate with one another upon that which we agree, and let us excuse and overlook our differences. That's actually a qa'idah of Al-Hassan al-Banna. That's his qa'idah, the founder of Ikhwan al-Muslimeen. Let us cooperate with one another upon what we agree, and let us excuse and overlook our differences. Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Baz, al-Mujaddid rahimahullah, he was asked about this principle. So this is how he answered. He said, yes, it is obligatory that we cooperate upon that which we agree in supporting the truth and calling to it and warning against that which Allah and His Messenger have prohibited. As for excusing one another wherein we differ, then this cannot be taken alal itlaq, unrestrictedly. Rather, it requires explanation. So if the differing is in matters of genuine ijtihad, where the evidence is obscure, then it is not allowed for us to condemn each other due to it. However, as for the one who opposes the book and the sunnah, then it is obligatory to forbid him with hikmah and with good admonition and arguing with him in the best manner. The Imam and Muhaddith of Yemen, Muqbil bin Hadi al-Wadi'i, was asked about the same principle. They asked him, should we cooperate with the opposer in that which we agree upon? And should we excuse one another in that which we differ? Or should we cooperate where we agree and speak the truth in that which we differ? So the Shaykh, rahimahullah, he answered, no, we do not cooperate with al-Ikhwan al-Muslimun or al-Ikhwan al-Muflisun, as he used to call them. So he changed their name from al-Ikhwan al-Muslimun to al-Ikhwan al-Muflisun. So it is not the Muslim Brotherhood, it is the corrupted brotherhood. So he was the one who coined the phrase al-Ikhwan al-Muflisun. So he said, we do not cooperate with al-Ikhwan al-Muflisun. We do not cooperate with them in that which we agree nor where we disagree. We do not cooperate with the other jam'iyat, groups and organizations, not in that which we agree, nor in that which we disagree. That is because they only work for the benefit of their parties and their groups. So all praise is to Allah that He has blessed the da'wah of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, and it has spread and has filled the plains and mountains of Yemen. And this is the favor of Allah, the most perfect and most high. So say to them, no, and without any respect. No, and without any respect, we will never cooperate with you. And we will never attend your speeches or your conferences. We want to study beneficial knowledge. And we want to study Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim and Tafsir ibn Kathir and Riyadh al-Salihin and other works such as Fathul Majid, the explanation of Kitab al-Tawheed. And we seek the aid of Allah. End of the words of Shaykhana Shaykh Muqbil, rahimahullah ta'ala.